Hi you guys, my name is Oshun the Great. This video is called Being Black is Not a Sin. This video I feel is needed at this time. I always get so scared about videos that can cause controversy, I guess. But now I am practicing being a carefree black girl, and this is part of that movement. These topics I feel is something that needs to be touched on. I wish people were making videos about these types of topics when I was growing up. A lot of things I had to learn by myself, how to love myself and the skin I'm in, which I'm still learning. It took a lot. It took a lot of time to get to this point. I'm 25 now, but maybe if I can help people start, and it doesn't matter what age you are, but maybe if I can help people start now or from when they're younger or even from a point now, that would be so dope. So, alright, this video, being black is not a sin. So, if you're anything like me or you grew up like me, in Western culture, you are bombarded with loads of images of telling you what beauty is. Not only beauty, but telling you what's right and wrong, and a lot of things that fall under the category black is always equated with darkness or shame, or just being plain out wrong, and feelings of shame and being a bad person. All these things are taught around that label. And growing up in Western culture, when we're young, we don't understand. Sorry guys, we don't understand how conditioned we are from a young age to feel ashamed about our skin. But again, we are not even aware how we've been basically, since throughout history, we've been taken from our original states, our original, where we originated from, whether that's Africa, wherever that is. We've been taken and basically dumped into a foreign place and stripped of our culture and told that this is the right way to live. For one, this culture does not really resonate with us. We have been forced to adapt, or try to adapt anyways. But essentially, why we feel rejected by this type of community or this type of way of life is because it is not for us. It is something built entirely for someone else, and we've been just dropped in the middle of it all. And we have been fighting to fend for ourselves, to find a way to fit in. But we cannot force ourselves to mold something that does not fit our energy, our image, and things of that nature. So where we go wrong with that is we start thinking that this Western culture is normal. It may be normal for those that it is built for, the people who were meant to strive in this kind of mentality, this type of social society. But the people who are not, who were just dropped here without a clue in the world, aka black people, we tend to go our whole lives thinking that we are wrong, we are bad, and we even get to the extreme point of where we feel like we want to fit in so bad that we start changing our names, our hair, or trying to walk, act, and talk like the people who basically enslaved us. And some people do thrive in it. They make it a point to try to fit in every day. But deep down, a lot of us understand that something isn't right. And so we grow up feeling, and even till this day, we are unhappy and we don't understand why. But yeah, it's time for us to basically take back our power and understand that it wasn't made for us, and that being black is not a sin. It's just that we've been conditioned by Western culture that basically black is whack. but again, so right now we have this movement going on where like Kendrick's is a all these black celebrities are basically reminding us of our true power, who we truly are, and that we are beautiful the way we are. Western culture has taught us that beauty is only one thing and one thing only. But what we need to understand is to have power in our own uniqueness of how we were created already. So our skin tone, our hair, everything that comes with being black, and essentially healing our own communities is a great step in doing that, which a lot of artists are starting to do. But I guess I don't know. I just wanted to shed light on why why we can tend to feel like being black is a sin, and why it's really not, because it's not really our fault that we feel that way. We just been conditioned, and we have the power to change that. We have the power to accept ourselves exactly how we are and understand that everything was a setup. It was set to be for certain people to prevail and certain people to fail. And in this case, it was set up for black people to fail. So now we have to embrace ourselves, to not try to adapt, but try to accept ourselves as we are, to heal our own community, to heal ourselves. And how we do that is by accepting ourselves exactly how we are, without apology. So when we go out, for example, instead of trying to adapt, we stand tall in who we are, in our skin, in our voice, in our structure. And once we radiate that, we can start to heal and love ourselves again. Yeah, it took and it is taking a lot of time for me to unlearn the conditioning. But I feel once we understand that, from the get-go we're set up to fail, maybe that can enlighten people to understand like why we have this guilt around being black. But yeah, if you guys have any more questions or input or whatever, I'll be glad to touch on it. But yeah, expect more videos like this. Peace. Be dope, be you unapologetically.